this is Shikha Gupta. Welcome back to the course of DCCN, that is Data Communication and Computer Network. Till so far we have studied transport layer services. Today we will start transport layer primitives that are useful to transfer data at the transport layer. So now let us look into some hypothetical primitives to enable user to write a transport layer application. So the thing is that if you again remember that at the operating system level we have implementation of transport layer and then the network layer and then the lower layer of the protocol stack, and this part is implemented in your inside operating system, and in the user space you can write your own application. Now if your application says, if you are building a chat application and in that chat application if you want to send data over the network, then your application need to directly interface or directly interact with the transport layer. Now whenever you are saying that you need to directly interact with the transport layer, your operating system should provide certain primitives through which you will be able to make your transport layer active and then send the data to your transport layer. After that, everything will be taken care by the transport layer and other lower layers of the protocol stack. But from the application layer, you should ask for the specific service that you want from the transport layer. Now to get those service, let us first try to design a hypothetical transport layer protocol by utilizing the various services that we have learned till now, and after that we will look into the TCP protocol in detail. So to look into this hypothetical protocol, we are thinking of a client server architecture type of application. So I have a server. That server is ready to accept the connection. Then I have a client. The client can send certain message to the server. For the time being, just think of a hypothetical protocol where the client will send the server as a message like hello, and the server will listen that message and reply back to a client that I am fine. So to do that, what the server has to do? The server has to first to be in the listen state. What is this listen state? The server here, it is waiting for an incoming connection, because whenever you want to connect to something, if the machine is not in the listen state, you will not be able to initiate a connection. So you will not be initiate a randomly connection with any of the machine in the world. The machine need to be ready to accept the connection. So whenever you say that is the server is in the listen state, what we are trying to say that we are ensuring that the server is ready to listen some message. So initially the server is in the listen state. Then we have the connect state. This is connect state. So in the connect state, from the client we are sending to the server a connection request. So the server is in the listen state. Now from the client side you are making a connect call. Whenever you are making a connect call, then you are actually asking the transport layer to initiate a end-to-end connection. So the transport layer will initiate a connection. So if it is a three-way handshaking that we have learned earlier, it will use the three-way handshaking for initiating the connection. Then once this connection is established, then you can call the send function from your application program to send the data to the corresponding server. Now once the server gets this data, so server need to accept the data from the transport layer. So if you remember earlier the diagram, like the data will come and the data will keep on waiting on the receiver buffer at the transport layer. When we were learning the buffer management at transport layer, we have shown a figure in which we have shown buffers at the transport layer sender side also and receiver side also. So, and from the application we have to make certain function call to get the data from that transport layer buffer. So for that we have this receive call. So the server will make a receive call to receive the data from the transport layer buffer. Now that way you can send that hello message and the server can say I am fine. Server can again make a send call to send the data, and that way this call can go on. So once the data transfer is complete, then you send a disconnect message or disconnect function call to disconnect this particular connection. Now here the interesting point is this connect and the disconnect call. So in a transport layer, if you want to get the transport layer services along with connection established state, so what you have to ensure that whenever you are making a send call or the receive call, you are there in the connect state. That means before you have made a send call and a receive call, you need to ensure that the system has already established the connection. Then only you can send or receive data through this connection. Before before establishing connection between sender and receiver, we cannot do this send and receive at this layer. Thank you.